going on, guys? Thank you all for coming out and watching the video. It's always much appreciated. If you guys did stick around this long, you are aware that I'm going to be going over my sets as a 7.6k Dex Rogue, if we're not mistaken. If we go ahead and go to our chakrams, yeah, see, you can see 7.6k, almost at the 8k mark. But since we are at the end of the video, I'm going to be going over all the sets that I use when it comes to running the running maps. Okay, so for starters, we're going to go with the speed set. With the speed set, we're running full Holly with a Star Beast bracelet, Star Beast artifact, and Star Beast belt as well. So 3 out of 3 Star Beast right here. We got Flamethrower with the Holly. Now, as far as jewels go, I'm really just running flawless nature jewels, diamond jewels on all pieces just for the extra health boost and armor boost. And then on one piece, I do have armor guard stones. Now, you don't need to do the exact build that I do with the speed set, just because, especially for rogues, you do have your invincibility, which in the video you've seen me pop. There was a couple times where, yeah, I had the speed set on and I died with it on, but that's because, you know, it's just the timing with the invincibility from the razor wire. It does take time, but once you learn how to do it, you got it down. Okay. As far as awakes go, we do have speed awakes on every single one of these items. You can go ahead and see that. And with the speed awakes on top of the speed set, this puts me up to about, I think it's 5.7 speed. So it's pretty good. It's as fast as I need it. I don't need it any faster. Don't want it any slower. But yeah. And then for the, you guys always see me swap to my SB set. For SB, it's just pretty much SB. I'm just using it for the Cosmic Killer, so I'm not using it for the damage. You see here I have the Royal Champions bracelet. This just gives me a little bit extra health with the SB set, so I don't die right off rip. I also have a Death Weaver Siphon Stone, so when I do my shot, my Noxus Bolt shot, to go ahead and proc the Cosmic Killer, it heals me up to full. And then you guys also see that I have Goblin Guard Stones as well. But jewels on this set aren't really too important, just because it is a proc set. Okay, now for my main proc set that I use, we do have the full blood set with Veilblade Assassin helmet and Immortal bracelet. For the awakes that we have crit damage, and then we have 4% dex on the Veilblade helmet. We have 8% on the chest plate. We have elite damage and boss damage and damage. And then we also have more elite damage. And then this is 8% dex along with 6% all. Okay. Now this is a proc set, which this is the set that I do most of my damage on. That's why I do have a mix of elite damage, boss damage, and dex percentage awakes, along with the blood daggers, the blood dagger proc, along with everything else. It just, with every awake combined, it just gives you so much damage. Now, as far as jewels go, obviously I got 3 Goblin Legend Stones, gives me a shit ton extra crit damage. And then for the Veilblade, the reason why we only have Corrupteds on this and not Radiant is because this is for the damage set. This is more or less, I'm just trying to get this to proc with this set on, and then it'll get me that extra damage. And then I have Frostworm Eyes on every other piece just because it gives me that extra damage, along with 12 primary stat, and then the Rogue Star Stones for the Immortal bracelet, just because they give you 19 dex per jewel. So good way to build your proc set. Now, reasoning for the Immortal bracelet over anything else is because when you proc the Immortal bracelet, it has 20% crit damage increase with a 15% armor increase for 10 seconds. So it's super good. If you guys didn't know that it had this proc, it does, and I would definitely recommend using it. However, the proc is very unreliable. So you kind of do, whenever you see me fight a boss, you'll see me spam my abilities a couple times before I actually do full charge proc him. That's because I'm trying to get this Immortal Bracelet to proc along with the Veilblade Assassin helmet to proc. Okay. Now, as far as the damage set goes, and this is going to be our last set that we're going to be going over, you guys see that I do not rock blood because of the Veilblade Assassin set. It does give you an insane increase in just your main stat. Now, you're not really too focused with the damage set. You're not really too focused on boss damage or elite damage. You're just focused on the highest stat possible. So obviously I got 4%, 4%, and then I got 3% dex on the Veilblade Assassin. You can see I got Corrupteds on every single piece. Now with the Star Beast pendant, I do have Goblin Legend Stones just for the extra crit damage as well when I have my damage set on. And then again, I have more Frostworm Eyes on my Chakrams for that extra damage, but I also do have a 17% Dex Awake Ascendant Blood Chakram, so that does help out a lot. Now, if any of you guys are trying to build this, I wouldn't really recommend it because, again, some of the pieces in this set are super expensive. If you guys haven't seen my video on my budget build for Dune, I would recommend go watching that. It does include the Kraken Claws, which are, for the most part, significantly cheaper than what they were 5 months ago, because they were up to basically 100 mil, and now they're down to about 25 to 40-ish. They're in between that range. So I would recommend going to check that video out if you guys don't have all of these items. But for the awakes on some of this SB stuff is, again, it's going to be boss damage and dex. This one I have 4% dex with 30% boss damage. The Star Beast pendant I have 8%, and then the Immortal, like you've seen, it was at 6% all, and then all of the Veil Blades are 4% with boss damage awakes or elite damage awakes. So again, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. This is more of just like a laid back kind of, hey, I want to show you how fast I can farm stuff. And yeah, that's it. That's how fast I could farm. Yes, I got some troubles with the 4th floor boss, but you know, everybody knows she's just a bitch to kill anyways. But yeah, super fun. I would love to know your guys' builds and see your guys' builds. I will link my Discord. I do have an official Discord now. I'm going to link that in the comments section, so if you guys want to go ahead and join, I'll put that in there. And yeah, I'd love to see you guys out there. And it will also upload any new videos right away straight to your guys' phone if you guys want to watch them as soon as they drop or when I go live. And I'll also like to see like your guys' ideas in there as well. It'd be a lot easier, be a way easier way for me to go ahead and see you guys, chat with you guys and stuff like that, and see what you want to see me do, if that makes sense. But yeah, again, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please consider liking, and always please consider subscribing. It does mean a lot to me. We're on our way to 400 subscribers, which is awesome. And yeah, as always, you guys have a great rest of your day.